Hello my lovely ladies, welcome to the channel. In this video we are going to talk on how do we figure out what we want to do with our life. What occupation we want to choose, what career do we want to build for ourselves. So this was the story when I was 15-16 years old. I would have the pressure of figuring out what I want to do with my life. At one point after finishing my high school, I even thought about, actually I really did, now I think of that, I actually thought that I want to pursue a career in DJing. I thought that occupation would be perfect for me because I was so into music and fashion and all that stuff. But yes, that did not happen. So this information that I want to give is for my inner child when she was 16 years old, and it's so crazy to me now that I'm making videos on self-improvement, personal development, healing, and more topics like on improving ourselves. I come to realization and I come so close to the experiences I had in my past lives. It's so crazy thinking about the situation I was in. So I know you all want to hear, well, how could we figure our life, like what are the ways that we can figure out and say to ourselves like, okay, this is what I want to pursue, let's go. Like actually we don't have to figure out what we want to do with our lives. I have seen people at their 40, my mother, my mother's brother, my neighbors, or even if we talk about some famous people like Elon Musk, like he is, I don't know how old, probably in his 50s, but look at him. He is still figuring out his life. Like, so that gives us an example that we should not be worried about figuring our life. Rather, we should pick up some interest that we have and just give that interest energy and just keep it going. We are human beings, we just keep on going. I don't think we ever figure out our life, and especially at that age when you are 16, like you don't know, or 16 to 20, let's just say. Recently I have been understanding for myself like what is my passion and like what do I want to do with my life. I mean currently, and while I'm making this video, I know for myself what I want to do with my life. So it took me so many years, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. It took me 9 years to actually tell myself. I even changed my name. So I was not figuring out like that one day in my life that I would be changing my name, but here I am. I changed my name from my government name to Ishtar. If you are watching this video and you are worried that you have not figured out what you want to do in your life, you don't have the answers to where your career is going, I say just don't worry. Just stop thinking about why have you not figured out your life goals, whatever. Just tell yourself it's okay to not figure out yet. There are people in their, as I said earlier, 40, 50, they still have not figured out their life. We don't have to figure out our life, okay? Just go with the flow, do your best, keep improving yourself, keep bettering yourself. That is how you figure out your life. Just bettering yourself, because then you see the result, then you look back in the days and then you look back in the days and you know that like, oh okay, I'm better this year than I was last year. And that is the difference between the 2 years. How you are better is what you figured out. You figured out you had some bad habits, or like there were some habits you needed to add. You added. That's how you are figuring life or figuring out your career, what you want to do. Moving on to number 2 tip you can use to help you figure how do we figure out what we want to do in our life. Get a pen and a paper and start writing what are you good at. Start writing those interests of yours. Maybe you are good at playing basketball, maybe you are good at playing football, maybe you are good at playing guitar, maybe you are a good singer, maybe you are a good dancer. I don't know, it could be anything. And I personally believe we all have that thing inside of us. I think every human being have that thing inside of us. Even you are known to be the laziest one, trust me, you have something good in you. I could tell that. Okay, so sit with yourself and just relax. Put the paper out, bring the pen, and start thinking, what am I good at? What is the one thing about me that I really like and I would like to show it to the world? Or like, if I choose this career or if I choose this path, would I be good at? I think yes, I would be good at this. For me, I think I would be good at social media. I think I would be good at. Or as a YouTuber, I think I would be good at. So I would write it. Like, you don't really have to write just one thing that you're good at. If you have other things that you are good at, definitely write it down. It could be 3 things you are good at, 6 things you are good at, or even 10 things you are good at. It's okay. Write them all down in the paper. And then when you have time, just look at those hobbies or interest or passion of yours that you have written in the paper. Start asking yourself, like, what would you want to be out of all these passions and interests that you have written? How do you see yourself? I feel it is also a part of awakening that you must need to have in order to really want to figure out your life with, like, what you want to do with your life. Because if you do not have this awakening call, you don't even know like why you are watching this video, because you must have that call. Then you know that, like, oh, okay, I have to figure out my life. I have seen people, they are in their 30s or early 20s or whatever age don't matter, but I have seen some people, they don't want to figure out life yet. They don't want to figure out what they want to do with their life yet. Why? Because they don't have this awakening, they don't have this calling in them. So it's good, the fact that you want to figure out what you want to do in your life. What do you want to do with your life? What career you want to choose? How you see yourself in life? That's a big thing. Just give yourself a round of applause. I am so proud of you that you have this question to yourself. You're asking that, what do you want to do with your life? That is absolutely amazing. And another tip that we can use that would help us how we can figure out what we want to do in our life is, after you write down all the interests and hobbies, you have to tell those interests and hobby to one of your close friend. It could be like your mother, a very close person, and tell them what do you want to do with your life, and tell them that you actually have some ideas that these are the things I want to do in my life, and I want to be successful at least one of the careers that I have written in this paper. Tell them that. If they say no, because at some point they might not like the idea of you choosing a different career path than what they have planned for you, but let me tell you, okay, it's okay. If they say no, you can't do that, I wish I had believed in myself earlier in my life, and I should have done what I really wanted to do. Just picked up the camera and started making self-improvement videos, or at least made something on the social media. Or maybe like I could have started using social media, Instagram, YouTube, like earlier in my days. I would have gone so far. To the closest person, I shared my dream, that what I want to do with my life, and they shut the dreams down. I just stopped doing anything for the dreams that I had. Don't be like that. If they say no, believe in yourself. Believing in yourself would help you to keep that dream alive. Seriously, if I could talk to my inner child, I would tell her that, like, do not listen to other people who do not understand your dreams, and do not share your ideas, dreams, passion, whatever you have you want to do with, to people who don't understand. So the only way you can figure out what you want to do with your life is to believe in yourself and just don't worry about figuring out life yet. Just go with the flow. Do your best at what you are doing currently that you have passion for. Just be your best and just keep improving yourself. Just don't listen bullshit from people you don't relate with. If you do not see yourself becoming the person that you want to become with the same person you are surrounded with, you don't see those person you are surrounded with currently in the future version of yourself, just screw them. Just don't surround yourself with those type of energies. And other thing to also work on while you are trying to figure out what you want to do with your life is to really ask yourself, like, do you have this awakening that like you are serious, that you really want to figure out life, like really want to figure out what you want to do with life? Do you have this calling? Ask yourself, because one day you might feel like, oh, I really want to know what I want to do with my life, like what things I'm good at, like how am I gonna make a living out of, or whatever, like you have this question. This type of question should not be just for one day. So today you are like, oh my god, I want to figure out what I want to do with my life, and then like tomorrow morning you wake up and then like it's just gone. You no longer want to figure out your life. You're just okay partying, drinking, smoking, eating junk foods, like like I don't know what you do, but like you just don't care the next day about you want to figure out life. So that should not be the way, because that is very ignorance that is covering you. The ignorant energy is all around you, so you better be serious if you really want to figure out life. And also the last tip also is to be serious. If you have this awakening that you want to figure out life, then it's time to be serious. It's no joke. Once you know that like there is a version of you that wants to figure out life and wants to figure out what she wants to do, she or he wants to do with his or her life, there is no playing games. It's like no games. You gotta be like, like give the version of yourself your 100%. Okay? Alright, so I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching this video. Alright, ciao, namaste, bye.